Hey everyone, it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul. In today's video, I'm going to show you something cool you can use in Logic to kind of spark new inspiration and new melody ideas for your future beats. Today's video, we're going to be focusing on the METRO BOOMIN scale and how easy it is to play that scale in Logic. So let's get straight to it. Right here, I got ourselves a drum beat. So kind of like a METRO BOOMIN type beat. So let's go ahead and create a new software instrument track. And we're going to bring in an instrument here. Now it's going off my screen. Actually, I could just click this one here because it's recent. ReFX Nexus 2. We're just going to pull up a METRO BOOMIN type sound. And let's go to plucked. And let's use this one here. Let's close that. So there's a cool little MIDI FX plugin you can use in Logic to help you stay in a certain scale. If we go over to our software instrument track along the side here, there's a MIDI FX section. We're going to go ahead and select that. Now, a lot of times I like to use the chord trigger plugin, as you noticed in my videos, but this time we're going to be using the Transposer MIDI FX plugin. Now, what this does, it essentially forces you to stay inside a certain key. So right now I'm in the C chromatic scale. So if I go ahead and hit any notes on my key, it'll be locked to the C chromatic scale, but that scale pretty much involves all the notes, so it's not really anything special. But if we go ahead and change this to the C Phrygian scale, which is also known as the METRO BOOMIN scale, you're going to be locked in that METRO BOOMIN scale no matter what key or note you press on your MIDI controller. So right now I'm hitting D on my keyboard, but it's actually playing C sharp because that's the next closest note to it. So if I go ahead and record in a pattern, I'm just going to go ahead and hit random notes on my keyboard, but I know it's going to be locked in scale. Now this is really good for you guys who don't really know much about music theory or don't know how to stay in scale or what notes to press. But what you do know though is how a melody should sound. Sometimes it should go up, sometimes it should go down, sometimes it should be a little something over there. So you can kind of figure that in your head, and this plugin right here forces you to stay in scale. So it makes it easier for you to program melodies and beats in Logic. So let's go ahead and record in a totally random METRO BOOMIN type melody. So if we go ahead and close that, I'm just going to go ahead and quantize the pattern that we just recorded in. Let's go 16th. This is what we get. So if you notice here, some of the notes that I'm playing is not actually in the scale because right now Logic is transposing it. If I go ahead and bypass this, it's going to sound off because it's not being transposed because I just randomly hit keys on my keyboard. So here's the problem when you're using Logic's Transposer plugin. It doesn't record in the proper notes. It kind of just records the notes that you physically played on the keyboard and then transposes it when this plugin is enabled. So what I'm going to do right now is show you how to bounce this MIDI to show the correct notes playing. So when you export that MIDI and let's say someone else takes it or you're editing it, you're going to have the proper notes in place. All right, so let's go ahead and close this up. We're going to duplicate this track over here. Now we have a second instance of this Transposer effect plugin. What we're going to do right now is change the Nexus 2 plugin on this new track we just created. And we're going to change it to Utility, External Instrument, and Stereo. We're going to select our MIDI destination to be IAC driver bus 1. Close that. We're going to drag down this MIDI that we recorded that has the improper notes. And then we're going to select this track. We're going to bypass the transposer, hit the record arm, and then hit record to record in the proper notes. So here we go. So right now Logic is just recorded in those notes. So if I go ahead and bypass this, right now as you can see, our Transposer plugin is bypassed, but we're still going to be playing the proper notes. Now when you go ahead and export this MIDI or edit it properly, you can actually be editing the proper notes. As you can see, here is the wrong notes. As this is the bad one, this is the good version right here. So for you Logic users out there, I'm going to go ahead and save this Transposer setting as a preset for you guys and place that as a link in the description box below this video. For upcoming videos, I am going to start to explore other producers as well, and we'll start to build our preset database of different scale sets for different producers. So all you'll have to do is select the scale set and you'll be sort of recording in that style of scale or producer. For you non-Logic users as well, I'm going to also export the scale in a MIDI format so you know which notes are played and which are not. So you can just drag that into your DAW and then you can kind of see which notes are part of the METRO BOOMIN scale. You can also find that link in the description box below. If you do have any questions on this, you can ask me in the comments below. For more good videos like this one, remember to thumbs up, share this video, and of course hit that subscribe button for more good videos like this one. I'll talk to y'all soon. Later. Peace.